wake up, it's a brand new day. Crank radios live 101.5 on the play. Worldwide vibes from the street to the block. Coffee with Flyy and my girl Ciroc. Monday through Friday, we keep it turned up. Sipping that brew while we run these cuts. Last news and the hottest tracks in town. Crank radio, yeah, we hold that crown. Get your morning right, get your morning lit. Flyy and Ciroc got the world rocking with. Get your morning right, get your morning lit. Flyy and Ciroc got the world rocking with.
All right. Good morning, everybody. You are live and in effect with Coffee with Flyy, Ciroc in the morning. Today we have Rnl. What's up, Rnl? Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you from.
What's going on, people? I go by the name of Rnl Stackz. I was born in the Bronx, New York, but I grew up in Brooklyn. Overall, I'm from New York City. You know what I mean?
Okay, we got a lot of New Yorkers on here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you from the Bronx?
Yeah, I was born in the Bronx, but I grew up in Brooklyn.
Okay, so what is that like? I know it's 5 different boroughs. Do y'all be beefing for real, or is it all love?
It really depends on what you get yourself into. You know, it could be all of that. It could be all love. You know what I mean? But for me, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? I grew up here, so it's
That's
all
what's up.
love.
So you cool with the Bronx, Brooklyn, you good everywhere.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
everybody got their problems everywhere, but it ain't stopping nothing.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how long you been rapping?
I've been rapping for about since the year 2013. Since the year 2013, so for a little over a decade now. A long time.
What made you start rapping?
Um, Actually, I was originally a DJ. I
Okay.
went through some issues with a hurricane that came through New York and wiped away my equipment. So, I still wanted to do music, and I found a new passion. You know what I mean? I always played around, freestyling on the mic and stuff, but I just took it serious after that.
How was that transition like? Did people take it serious? Was they supportive, or was they like a little iffy? How did that transition work for you?
For the most part, it wasn't too much. You know what I mean? Like everybody knew that I really wanted to do music, so it just had to, make people believers with my voice more than anything. So that's all it really was about. It wasn't too hard of a transition. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're spinning other people's records and then now you're trying to push your own, it's kind of the same thing.
Got you.
You know?
Yeah. So it kind of explains how music now kind of get because you being a DJ, so you kind of know where you want your drops and everything at. You know what I'm saying? Where you with your music.
Right.
Yeah. That's definite. Let's talk about you already know. I'm feeling the track. I think it's hot. I think gonna be a banger. Um
Appreciate it.
and yeah. So what did you come up with the concept and what made you do that record?
Originally I came up with the concept. I just like writing to the lady. You know what I'm saying? It's enough gangster rap going on. It's enough all types of other things going on. I just wanted to kind of switch it up on my catalog. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to cater to the ladies on this one. It's really not too much to that one. You know what I'm saying? I just really wanted to make the ladies vibe and all of that stuff because I'm usually rapping on a lot of my songs and stuff like that. So I wanted to switch it up.
Yeah. I definitely like the record. I think you performed at a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah, I
And
performed at the Delaware Gap. I'm performing in Philly on November 22nd.
Oh, that's what's up.
And the tour goes on.
yeah.
Wherever it goes, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, I remember when you was out in Strasbourg, that was one of the songs you performed.
It was
Um,
the first one.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and like I told the other guy, I ain't scared to say it, like you was one of the guys I picked. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And
I appreciate that.
it was like, nah, you heard him up there in front. They was going back and forth.
Mhm.
I was like, nah,
Yeah.
the guy in the blue sweatsuit all day. Then I said, oh, y'all want him? I said, all right, the dudes with the black sweatsuit. Which one?
Yeah.
So it was like,
Nah.
nah, neither one of them. We gonna go with them. I said, all right, I can't. It's one against. But I said, come on, that's radio. I like the songs. I was feeling it. The first one, the second. I said, but y'all go with that. All right. But
Listen,
they
man.
definitely is a good record. Definitely gonna be banging it all week. And see what the feedback is. I think it's gonna do real good. I think it's definitely
Appreciate it.
one that people need to hear. Um, especially ladies. So yeah, I'm definitely messing with the record. What
Appreciate
about
it.
you, Sprout?
Yeah, I do like it. I think it's a nice little box for the ladies. It's real laid back. So, what about like your male fans? I like the track, and I think it's gonna be high. It's gonna definitely resonate with the girls. What do you do when your guy friends? You got music for them? You switch it up? How you do that?
Um, you know, I'm not
Or
gonna
you
say I
don't make
don't.
music for them at all?
No, I do. It just depends on, type of people. Most of the times when my writing process is I start off writing for like, one of my homies or, somebody I particularly know, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
then I try to make it into a general base. So as far as for the homies, that's real easy because I started doing stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A street record or even bigging up somebody, bigging up a brand or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
not too much to that neither. But lately, for me, I just feel like I got so much of that in my catalog. I just wanted to start and try to do things like this. That's all. I still have things like that in the stash too. I'm gonna get back to it, but I'm pushing. You already know right now, and I'm getting a
yeah,
great response. So
Yeah, hey dog, I really like it. I think that it's
definitely a good
something
record.
that you can lay back and chill to in the club when it's a lot of rah-rah going on. Sometimes you got a nice drink in your hand, you're not trying to dance around and all that. So I really, really like the song.
yeah, it's one of
Yeah,
those type records.
yeah,
It
Just
is.
get it.
definitely. So tell me, it's a good and bad side of rap. What is your struggles in rap?
My struggles in rap is finding consistent support. You know what I mean? Especially when it's supposed to be genuine, but some people, they try to support with a catch or things like that. Besides finding consistent support, just building a strong team. Because behind every artist is a great team. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like my struggle with that right now is just necessarily trusting certain people and certain things because it's hard to trust people in today's world.
Definitely, definitely.
So um, yeah, I don't really struggle too much with it because I want to do something. I'm put my mind to it, and I'm gonna make sure I get it done. But as of lately, things been picking up. It wouldn't hurt to have a manager or a team around me. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. Definitely, definitely.
Hmm.
Definitely.
That's what's
Say
up.
it's not a lot. It's I guess it's hard to find good people out here. Um, a lot of we talk to a lot of artists about getting finessed and how people play games,
Yeah,
and to say your dream. Has that ever happened to you?
getting finessed.
Yeah, well, somebody tried to finesse
Um. Oh yeah, almost every day with showcases, all types of stuff. But I've been doing this for so long. Like, there's not too many tricks you can pull on me.
you. Right.
And then I'll also learn to not, tell a person off through that too. They're learning the business. You know what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
maybe we can make something stronger off that. I try
Definitely,
to build up positivity. It don't gotta be, the bad words and all of that all the time. Now, like, we can make something positive out of this too. You tried it, but we could try to make something positive out of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So
So
go ahead.
go ahead, my bad. No, go ahead, my bad.
So what you got next? What's next up
Uh,
for you?
right now, just getting ready to go on tour with you guys. I want to have some fun on this tour, November 22nd. I'm looking forward to Philly. Um, I'm
Definitely,
working on
definitely
another
be
project. I'm working on another project. I'm aiming for like the top of next year. You know what I mean? Because I just released a project called Vibe Street. That's you already know it's on that. So I'm letting that simmer for the rest of this year. But probably like January or February, I should be releasing a new project.
Okay. Yeah, well, definitely when you release that new project, stop by. We definitely want to hear. We definitely want it on. 101.5 Crank Radio. So we can let everybody hear it. We definitely want to be one of the first. And definitely rocking with you.
Appreciate it.
So who influenced you kind of like growing up? What kind of music do you listen to? Who in your playlist?
Um, Biggie, Pop, 50, um, almost all of the greats you could think of. I was listening to them, the Fugees, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I could go on for days, but those are the first ones that come into my mind.
Okay. Did you watch the Versus battle?
I actually missed it because I had a show that night, but I'm
Uh,
catching highlights of it that now. Like I'm seeing Master P was doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? So that one was one for the culture. And one thing I'm realizing too about that, even though I didn't see it, I'm seeing a lot of people say that they didn't really realize how much hits, No Limit was responsible for. Because we already know the Cash Moneys and the Lil
Right.
Waynes and everything, but the No Limit side, it didn't really spread up to, our side of the coast. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So a lot of people don't know their hits, you know what I'm saying, besides the commercial ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
So I'm a tuner.
they wasn't around as long as Cash Money was.
Right,
And I
right.
think they had a short lived, but they had their own unique style. You know what I'm saying? Rap. I will give them. They was definitely different from everybody else.
They
That's what
was
I
in the
heard.
street CDs. They had everybody signed to them. Max Shell Shock, like they was just saying,
hmm
Mr. Food was
Snoop
signed
Dogg,
to
like a
them.
few great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think a lot of people didn't even know that Snoop was signed to them.
Bean.
Yeah.
Yep.
hmm
Yep.
So
So
yeah. I
I
think
can agree.
that was good. I was just trying to see, see where you was at, see what you was thinking.
No, I think it was great for the culture, though. I don't know who won. I don't want to say that. I don't want to be lying up here, but I just think it was great for the culture, though, because we needed to see
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
for
Birdman
real.
did bang.
I'm gonna say Cash Money one. I think that what
Oh yeah.
it was a nostalgia moment, but in my opinion, the Cash Money catalog is almost a little
Mm,
hard to compete with. And I think they
yeah.
went easy on them too. So like, you might have your favorites, but they only play like one Wheezy song,
hmm
little stuff like that. If they would have played 2 or 3 Lil Wayne songs, they'd probably shut it down.
Yep.
Um, when Juvie did back that thing up, and that
hmm
was good too. So
Juvie
in my
catalog
opinion,
alone could have,
it was best
destroyed
for
them.
the culture. It was good for the
Yeah,
culture.
that's
Mhm.
good. That's good. I'm gonna try to catch the highlight soon.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So in this age where a lot of the music is getting digital, what do you do to stay relevant? How do you stay out there? I know you said the downside is just trying to find consistent support, but from outside, it looked like you really got that support. It looked like you moving, your music is doing really good. So how do you keep that consistency? What are you doing out there to just maintain this level of survival, I would say?
Right now, as of lately, I'll say like in the beginning part of my career, I was just releasing a lot of music. I wasn't really performing or anything like that. So it was just, a name with audio. As of lately, I've been performing, I'm releasing videos, I'm doing podcasts. Technology has changed from when I first started doing music. So it's like, it goes hand in hand. I'm getting into the acting, um, and so many things. But right now, to keep it like totally relevant, to be honest, I'm hitting any and every showcase that you can think of. Like there's space is slots left, I'm on it. You know what I mean? I don't care what
Right. Yeah,
state
you
it's
got to get
in.
out there. Definitely.
Yeah.
And you doing
Yeah.
that one song, right? You pushing that one. Oh, you already
Oh
know.
no, no, that's more
So with
songs.
that being
That's
said,
more
are
songs.
you one of those artists that, okay, every showcase I see, you can be doing a different song, or this is the
hmm
record I'm pushing for the next 6 months or year, Or you
How I
saying, oh, well, I pushed that one for a while. Now I'm gonna hit him with this
how I usually do it is the one that has the greatest response. It's usually a show set that I make up.
one.
So
Right.
usually the one that has the greatest response, it usually sticks in there the longest. Like you said, it could be 6 months to a year. I have another single called Body Like that I had in my set for like I went on tour with that this summer. I still perform it, but I just recently pulled out You Already Know, and it just everybody telling me now you need to do that. So
That you already know.
right, you know what I'm saying? So I
Definitely.
try to really it's been what I go based off what the crowd is because it's nothing like being in the studio and the engineers telling you it's hot, your homies telling you it's hot. But then when you walk out of the studio, you want real reactions. So when I go to these shows, that's why I perform it. Let them tell me what's what, and then I go from there. As
Yeah.
far as how long it stays in my set, it really depends. I cater to the crowd that I'm going to. You know what I'm saying? Some showcases, it may not be appropriate for that type of song. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Hmm
Right. All right. So tell us something that we don't know about you. We can figure out a lot about you from your music. So tell us something that's not in your music either.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. What would I say?
You play
Um,
any sports growing up? I mean, tell us something.
oh, I'm retired. It's over. The mic is my dream right now. It's over, man.
Yeah.
I got the size and the height and all of that stuff, but I knew the hoop dreams was over a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? For
Okay.
me, but I don't know. I like to cook. A lot of people don't know that. I like to cook.
Okay.
I get busy in that kitchen when I have to. You know what I'm saying? So
That's what's
yeah,
up.
I'm
That's
really simple and plain. It ain't too much to me. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell people at these shows, you can talk to me, you can, touch me. I ain't Hollywood at all. You know what I'm saying?
right, right. You down to earth.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
hmm
Definitely. 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 Definitely.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, so what is your morning routine like? In the morning, we get up, do our coffee thing, about to hit the weather. We sometimes we traveling up and down the coast, so we got to look at the entire coast for the weather. What are you doing when you get up in the morning?
Um, First things first, I treat this profession as a job of mine, a second job, a third job of mine.
Hmm.
First things first, I'm a father, so I got to do what I got to do for the kids. But after that, whatever is my trajectory for the month or the week, I'm promoting my flyers for that. And I'm trying to bring awareness at all times. You know what I'm saying? Um, After that, really just trying to keep my mind and my body stimulated because I'm always like in creative mode, always writing. I hear a melody, a bop, I'll try to jot something down, stuff like that. So, I try to keep my mind in a space like that. I don't do too much, you know what I mean? I don't drink coffee. I'm not a coffee person. So
Right. Right.
for me, I could listen to some music loud as hell early in the morning. You know what I mean? That's how I am. So
As soon as you
yeah,
wake up, you ready to go.
I
Definitely.
can. Yeah. It keeps
That's
me
what's
going.
up. That's
Mm-hmm.
what's up.
hmm
Definitely. So, let everybody know how they can find you.
Everybody can find me on Instagram at Rnl Stackz, RnlStackz. I'm on Facebook as well, Stackz Luciano, StackzLuciano. Simple and plain. Anything you could type in Rnl Stackz or Stackz, you'll find me. As far as all of my music, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Pandora, type in Rnl Stackz. You can check out my catalog.
Right. And you
Okay.
already know it's out right now.
Yes, you already know it's out right now on all platforms. Vibes 3 is out right now. You already know it's produced by Zane OTB. Appreciate you. And yeah, appreciate y'all for having me. Shout out to Crank Radio.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Thank you. Before we go, though, I want to know what was your motivation behind this song? Is it a particular person? Is it a group of people? What is the motivation behind this one?
Um, Definitely is a motivation. I don't want to say one thing on one particular person, but it's strongly a feeling. You know what I mean? When you have that person in your life, 'cause there's moments in my life where I don't have that person, and when I do, But when you do have that person, it's like, you gotta let them know, like, this is how I feel about you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You walk in the room, you
You already
stunning. You know
know.
what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Straight up,
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah,
So I wanted
definitely.
to leave it general. That's why I didn't say anybody's name, anything, because it's a worldwide song. It's a great feeling. I'm sure a lot of men and women could relate.
Definitely.
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 Most definitely. I like it. I can relate to it.
Appreciate
So,
you.
you gonna have him introduce the song? You gonna bring us in? Go ahead,
No,
introduce
you
your
go ahead.
song. All right, bring us in. Introduce your song, Stackz.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a world premiere on Crank Radio. You are now tuned into Crank Radio, and this is You Already Know by Rnl Stackz. Let's get
Yeah,
it.
Let's
let's
get it.
go.